Hebrews 13:5. Let your conduct be without covetousness. Be content with such things as you have. For he himself has said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Welcome to Sword Box Ministries. Thanks for checking out the 9th video on marriage in our family series.
Well, our 8th subject on marriage is the big C word, commitment. For married couples, this is what you did on your wedding day. You committed to each other for the rest of your life. For better or worse, sickness and health, richer or poor, till death do you part. Outside of being born again, marriage is the biggest commitment of our life. To commit to live with, to love, to care for, and spend the rest of your life with one person is a serious, life-changing decision. Most of us marry young without a lot of life experience. And we can't see the future and all the problems that are going to come our way, sickness and disease, financial problems, all the ups and downs of life. But we commit to them knowing full well that problems will come. The amazing thing is that God has entrusted this person to you. He has blessed you to join together this earth intimately with your mate. And we will have to give an account to God for how we treat them. If you were going to go ask various couples who've been together for many years and ask them the secret to their long marriage, most likely you'd get a variety of reasons. But more than likely, if they were honest, without exception, you would find a deep commitment to one another and to their marriage. All of them have been through hardships, through trouble, through pain, through problems. They simply can't all be avoided. People are constantly changing, maturing, and growing as they should, but we don't all grow and change at the same time or the same pace. So having the anchor of an unwavering commitment to one another is critical. Scripture tells us that if we were to commit to something, we should first count the cost, to see if we can actually follow through and do it before we step out and attempt it. Unfortunately, with no-fault divorces and 24-hour Vegas weddings by Elvis, often little thought goes into marriage, exchanging vows solely on desire and emotion. As soon as the newness fades, trouble comes, or someone else looks more appealing, they want out of the marriage. There was no real commitment to God or to their mate. But as believers, we have the awesome example of Christ in the church to show us what real love and commitment are all about, as well as how to apply them in our marriage. In fact, God was so committed to a relationship with us that he sent his own son to die for us, to pay the punishment for our sin and to reconcile him to himself. Ephesians 5:25 says, Christ also loved the church and gave himself for her. And he is committed to conforming us into the image of his Son, for whom he foreknew, he also predestined to be conformed to the image of his Son. God is committed to our spiritual growth and walk with him. He follows through with everything he says he's going to do. He keeps his word, all of it. He cannot lie. To those who are his, he promises, like I said yesterday, to never leave us or forsaken us. Isn't that comforting to know that God is committed to us and that he keeps his commitments? Not to constantly worry when trouble comes or when I mess up, God's going to take off and leave me. We should have and receive that same level of commitment from our mate, to know and to have them know that we are committed to the relationship. But if you're in a habit of threatening to leave or divorce every time things get rough, every time you feel unhappy, you're bringing insecurity and anxiety to the relationship that doesn't belong there. You're sowing seeds of destruction in your marriage, and you need to stop. Many people never think much about their wedding vows after their wedding day, but we should. We should remind ourselves of our vows and recommit and assure your mate that you're not going anywhere. Never speak words of failure or divorce over your marriage. Speak and declare words of success and blessing, words of commitment and faith in God and in each other. Proverbs 24:10 says, if you faint in the day of your adversity, your strength is small. You're going to have adversity in marriage. But be strong in your commitment to the Lord and to each other, and you'll make it together through life storms. Keep your commitment to Christ strong. Keep your commitment to each other strong. God bless you, and I'll see you back here tomorrow at Sword Box. Tell a friend.